Episode that has been requested quite frequently is about one on bullying and pretty much shit humans and how to deal with that. Now, there are different realms of bullies and bad humans out there affecting you as an individual, from if you are a child in a school setting, really young, if you're in a high school setting, if you're in the workplace, if you're in family life, in your adult years, businesses, careers. There's all forms and kinds of bullies at different levels. Now, the biggest thing I teach people when it comes to discussing their trauma in regards to bullies is that you have a power of your own ability, of your own self, your own reaction, your own responses, the way you feel, the way you act, the way you respond to these people. We never have power over others. Now, when we believe someone else has power over us, we're allowing that. We are giving them that power. Now, this can be hard to quite easily comprehend, to say, okay, but they were mean to me and they made me feel blah, blah, blah. They didn't make you feel anything. You chose to feel a certain way. You chose to be offended, disheartened, upset by what was said by this person. So you're now giving them power. You give the responsibility up to them. Now, when you're teaching this to young children, the reality is you're going to have to teach them that there are some bad people out there. There are people that are rude, that are obnoxious. There are people that are mean, that are nasty, that will pick on you. And it's about learning to set foundations in your own identity. Understanding how to stand up for yourself and know who you are. Being assertive, being free to know that how you are and who you are is okay. And when you create safety within any individual, in particular, that's for example a child, if you create safety in their identity and they are able to understand that who they are and what they are is normal, it is okay, then when they are confronted with someone that is, controversy to them, that saying, hey, you are the opposing, you're this, you're ugly, you're that, da 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 da, and they're bullying them, this child has the power to say, well, this is who I am. And that's who you are, and understands that that person is a nasty person, then has the tools to report this, whether it's to schools, teachers, parents, whatever, or just to stand their ground and say, like, I'm not offended by this because that's your choice, that's your opinion, and that's up to you. Now, it can be disheartening. It can take its toll. And this is why if we give children a safe environment, they can then speak out. They can then come and seek help and guidance. And the same thing goes into your teen years and into your adult years. Now, what we find is in the adult years, people don't like to speak out. They'll whinge and whine that people are assholes, that they're mean, or they'll shut their mouths and say that my work is horrible and my boss is a bitch, but they won't do nothing about it because they feel almost this privilege to be a victim. And I know that sounds quite harsh, but when you are affected by something, it's very easy to fall into the category of, I have no power here, I don't know what to do, it's their fault, and I'll put it on them so that I can blame them, and now I'm in this hole, and I'm broken, and I'm sad, and I'm depressed, and I don't know what to do, and I'm useless because they said so, and I'm gonna let that be. But if you take the ownership to say, I'm in control, I have the power to change that, now you have the responsibility. This puts a lot of work on you. This is like, well, now I need to make a decision. Do I know who I am and what I want? Do I understand my identity? Do I understand my position, my role here? Am I choosing to be affected by this person? Then why? Is it because I believe what they're saying? Or is it because I don't want to do the work? Is it because I don't want to be better? Or is it I need to remove myself from this environment? And sometimes it's as simple as that. We find ourselves in environments of people that do not align with our values, our goals, our beliefs, our way of life. And they might be opposing completely to you. And it may feel like bullying. Like, why did you do ABC? Why did you dye your hair a funky color? Why do you have tattoos? And then they start picking on your identity and who you are. But if you stand your ground, know who you are, those comments no longer become bullying comments. It's just someone's opinion. And you're like, okay, cool. Now, if you catch yourself out always in that situation, potentially you are seeking environments that are belittling you and degrading you because it's easier to believe what others are saying rather than knowing who you are. And I find many people who are lost in who they are and what they believe in and what they stand for catch themselves out around people who know who they are and are willing to try and push it down your throat. So my word of advice for if you are caught out in any situation of bullying, first know who you are. Set a standard and identity. Know your character, know your beliefs, know your values. Whether you're dealing with a young child, set them strong. Or you're an adult, who's in the workforce and maybe being bullied in a family environment, or want to know what you believe in, know who you are, and don't let anyone change that for you. If you choose to change it because of your own merit, your own means, your own education, your own upskilling, your own new knowledge, that is absolutely fine, but don't let anyone dictate that for you. Because if you're peer pressured into it, you're allowing someone else to take the responsibility of your actions, your feelings, your emotions. And this is where a bully wins, is that they are taking control because you allowed them. Remember that it is that powerful, your own ability to disallow someone else to make you feel like shit. So it's a choice. So at the end of the day, being bullied and feeling shit about it, being bullied and feeling attacked, being bullied and being in this position where you're blaming everyone and yourself, is now a choice. Yes, you don't have the choice if someone's being an asshole to you, but you have a choice how you respond, how you react, how you deal with the situation. Now, if you choose to allow them in and let them win, you're going to feel the victim. But if you choose to stand your ground, know who you are, and then deal with it in proper means, whether it's communicating it to the right channels outside of this person, or sitting down with this person and having a face-to-face, one-on-one hard conversation. Either way, we can start breaking these cycles and understand at the end of the day, the reality is there are shit fucking humans out there who are assholes. So those ones we need to avoid. Remove them from your lives, remove them from your environment, and stand up. Stand up for yourself.